8-year-old girl. BILLITY was shot by police last summer as she was leaving a high school football game with her family. According to prosecutors, the officers were responding to another report of gunfire when they fired toward a crowd. There's been a massive public outcry for her justice in this case, and Meg Oliver has been following it.
Devon Smith are each charged with 12 counts of manslaughter and reckless endangerment in connection to the death of BILLITY, plus the wounding of 3 others.
These officers made a split-second decision to return fire. We trust them to get that decision right, and they got it horribly wrong.
Delaware County District Attorney Jack Stollsteimer says the incident happened after the Academy Park Pennsbury football game back on August 27th. That's when witnesses told police 18-year-old Haseen Strand and 16-year-old Angelo Ford got into a verbal fight before each pulled out guns and started firing at each other. Police say the 3 Sharon Hill officers were at the game helping people exit at the time. When the officers heard the shots, a grand jury found the officers collectively returned fire, shooting 25 times and striking 8-year-old BILLITY, killing her.
There was a lot of evidence to get through here.
And there's another update in the case. In November, the district attorney announced Ford and Strand faced first-degree murder charges, but no longer.
We have withdrawn murder charges against the 2 juveniles who started the series of tragic events that evening.
As Ford awaits trial for other charges, Strand pleaded guilty Tuesday to aggravated assault and illegal possession of a firearm. His father points out he should have never faced a murder charge.
It's obvious that the police bullets was responsible for all the shooting that took place.
The attorneys representing the 3 officers wrote in a statement, "These 3 good men are innocent and remain heartbroken for all who have suffered because of this senseless violence."
Royals, here they go. Blame anybody. Blame it on anybody besides the police officers. Blame it on anybody. Blame it on these 2 little old black boys. Blame them on them. And we're going to get back to the black boys in a minute because they're not so innocent themselves. But, so, these officers shoot 25 times. They were there at a game. They was watching the people leave the game. They jump in their cars because they heard gunshots. They jump out their cars and they just shoot excessively, recklessly, endangering people into a crowd. They don't know the subject. They don't know the matter. They don't know the suspect. They're just shooting, and they shoot 25 times, and they kill this little girl in August. And now they just got charged. Now they just got arrested. They went to a committee to vote whether these murderers, these domestic terrorists, these gangbangers, these gangsters should keep their jobs. What happened to following the procedures and policies? Because I know that's not a part of the procedures and policies. You just jump out your car and you just start shooting into a random crowd 25 times and you kill this 8-year-old girl. And your attorney says, these 3 good men, what's good about these men that don't follow procedures and policies? What's good about these men that don't know their job? Oh, they risked their lives by going to try to find out what was going on. They did not risk their lives when they signed up to be a police officer. When they took that oath, they knew what they were. They knew that it all came a part of the job, but they did not sign up to just start shooting recklessly and kill an 8-year-old girl. And not one time have they got on the news, the radio, or anything, as they none of them do, and say they deeply seriously apologize for their actions and admit that they violated policies and procedures and they killed this little girl. They won't do that. And they will continue to try to protect their own. These gangsters, these thugs, these degenerates, these domestic terrorists. That's what these police officers are. They're murderers. They murdered an 8-year-old girl. Hopefully they will stand trial, they will be found guilty, and they will spend the rest of their lives in jail where they belong, in cages. Now, these little boys, I'm not going to say that they should have been charged with murder, but they shouldn't have been out there with the gun. They shouldn't have been out there doing what they're doing. The father says, oh, well, he shouldn't have been charged with the murder anyway because their bullets never reached the little girl. Their bullets was not the ones that caused all the records. They should have never had a gun. This father should have, first of all, before he addressed anything, he should have said, I apologize for my parenting. I apologize that my child caused this. I am deeply sorry that this 8-year-old little girl lost his life. These boys deserve severe punishments as well. No, they should have been charged for murder, but they deserve the severest punishment as possible for their actions. My black and brown skinned people, I love you guys so much, and everyone else. Please remember, stay up, never down. Until we meet again, may God bless.
Released on bail, and the borough is scheduled to meet Thursday to discuss whether the officers will keep their jobs. The charges against them follow a grand jury investigation and a months-long community outcry.